Let's talk about forms in Simply Static. Almost every website these days has some kind of contact form embedded on the website. It's an essential part to give your users the ability to get connected with you. We know that, and that's why we built a pretty extensive forms integration into Simply Static to connect your existing forms with your static website. Head over to Simply Static, Settings, Forms, and activate the setting. You will find a couple of options here. The important ones are Use Forms and CORS. So before we getting started with setting up our first contact form, let's briefly talk about the concept of CORS. CORS means cross-origin resource sharing. It's a security mechanism built into all modern browsers to prevent unexpected requests coming from other domains to your own domain. The graphic on the MDN web docs gives a pretty good first impression on CORS. So what you can do is making requests known as same origin requests from a subdomain of the same domain to your root domain. What you can't do by default is making requests from one domain to another domain. To handle that, we implemented a mechanism into Simply Static to handle CORS requests. So if your static website URL differs from your WordPress URL, which is usually the case, it's important to add your static site URL, select a CORS method. We usually recommend allowed HTTP origins, but you can also use WP headers as a different method of allowing CORS requests. Once that's done, you can save the settings and continue with the following tutorials about contact form connections. However, in our tutorial, we're dealing with a local directory, which means we have our static website in a subdirectory called static and our WordPress website at the root domain. So we don't have to add our static URL right here to follow up with the next section.